Hello and welcome to GCSE Product Design Influences number 6, which is all about computer-aided design and manufacture. So, first thing is usually the easy option of trying to explain what actually CAD and CAM is. Everyone remembers that CAD stands for Computer-Aided Design. Now, some examples of computer-aided design is obviously going to include things like various software, like the Texoft 2D Design, Google SketchUp, but also things like scanners and graphics tablets can also be classified as computer-aided design. CAM stands for Computer-Aided Manufacture, and now this basically means machines that are controlled by computers to actually sort of produce things. You're used to using the laser cutter at school, but it would also cover things like the vinyl cutter, the 3D printer that we've just bought, and you may have seen in that middle room in the workshop a CNC lathe. Now, CNC stands for Computer Numerically Controlled, and essentially it's just a lathe that's controlled by the computer, so you can do quite accurate and repetitive shapes. Now, CAD nowadays is an amazing tool for designers. Gone are the days where they'd have to sort of design and prototype and keep testing stuff in the real world. They can literally do all their modeling and all their prototyping, all their testing within a computer. It's meant that the design time can actually be sort of extended, and the product can actually be developed in record time nowadays and shipped to market. Now, some of the advantages of using CAD, obviously it's incredibly accurate and precise. You can do things down to the fractions of millimeters. It's very quick, eventually, once you actually have learned how to use it. Teamwork is quite important nowadays when designing products, and having computers to help means that you can work on elements of designs all over the world. So you may have a material specialist in China working on a file at the same time as a designer in America is working on it. And you can also run tests in the computer. So if you look at the bottom left here, this model for a Formula One race car is actually being tested in terms of its aerodynamics. Again, years ago, what you'd have to do, you would have had to have made a model of this and actually tested it out in a wind tunnel. Now everything can be done within the computer. Of course, all this information can be sent direct to a CAM machine, a computer-aided manufacture machine, and because it's all electronically means that there are no errors. Okay. So here's an example of CAM in action. This is a CNC router. Okay, so you've probably used a router sort of upside down on that little router table. Well, this is one that's attached to a machine. So you'll see the way it's working is quite similar to how the laser cutter works, and it's all just the same technology, just the head of the machine there moving from side to side, and you've got this main arm of the machine here moving back and forth. So the cutter, which is on there, is cutting out all these shapes on there. Yeah, quite a cool machine. Now, one aspect of CAM you do need to make sure you know for the exam is using CAM during the design stage. Okay, and you'll be doing that using 3D printing. Okay, now what 3D printing does is it takes your three-dimensional model and it slices it into layers, and then it recreates those layers. And there are various machines that can do that that you don't really need to know. The one that we've got in the department just sort of squirts out of plastic and builds it up layer by layer. Okay, but 3D printing is literally, it's all about that. It's about converting the shape into layers and then building those layers up. And again, this technology has really shortened the time between design and manufacture. Gone are the days where you might start designing and maybe a year away you'd actually get to manufacturing. Now you can go from a design to manufacture in just a matter of months. The last thing you need to be aware of is something called Computer Integrated Manufacture, CIM or SIM. Now, SIM is where you completely automate a manufacturing facility. So for example, here we've got a car factory, and as you can see on the diagram, every step of the way is controlled by computers. So as pieces move through, they've got barcodes on which are scanned, so you know which products are at which stage, all the way through the complete production line. If certain materials are running low, the computer will reorder fresh materials. Um, and likewise, when stuff is ready to be collected, it'll get collected and shipped out. So the product's not left for storage. Everything's just moving through incredibly efficiently. So the exam question you've got there to try out, and don't forget your class notes there give you a chance to do like a rough version of it first before you do the proper one in the booklet. So first of all, give me 2 advantages of using CAD to design modern products. A nice easy one. And then lastly, could you describe to me how CAD and CAM work together to produce a quality product? Okay, so what steps are taken to ensure quality and accuracy because of these 2 things working together? Thanks for listening. Good luck with the question, and I've been told by everyone else to remind you to like and subscribe to the DT channel if you haven't already done so. Thank you. Bye.